Hello everyone, Julia here from Accessorize Your Life. As you know, I've been dipping my toe into Prada and I am finding that the water is getting more comfortable and more comfortable, and I am just going to share with you where I am with Prada, what I've picked up, what I'm liking, and I will do a test of the two. Well, not an actual test. I'll show you the two foundations that I have before me. I'll do an eye look, a lip, and a few other things I have here. So if that's something that you're interested in, I hope you will continue to watch. So I picked up two foundations because I wasn't sure which one best suited me. I have DN85. It's neutral, and you'll notice the top of the box is white, whereas the DW85, which is the warm, has a gold on the top of the box. So maybe that was not done by accident. I believe that Prada is very symbolic in everything they do, from the logo to the colors they choose to the reuse of packaging or things like that. So they have a method to their madness. So like I said, I picked up two shades and I have them before me here. I want to show you first the outer casing of the bottle. This is what you're paying extra for. It is not necessary, as you've heard a lot of people mention. It's weighty because the cap is weighty, but it's basically plastic. The middle part here says Prada, and they have that almost on everything, that gold piece. If not gold, it's silver there, but it stands out. This is what you use as a refill, or what you purchase as a refill, and it is glass, so it is weighty too, but it's very narrow. You're not getting that much product in here, it appears to me, for the price. So this one here is DN85. It's neutral. This was my first choice. I'm not sure if it's my best choice. I did do a little wear test of this before and I liked it, so I wanted to see if this was the best shade for me or not, and that's why I picked up what you'll see in the complete packaging, DW85. And I chose this after going into Sephora, and one of the sales representatives there said she thought this was the best shade for me. I'm not sure, but we shall see because I have not tried it. But in its case and all, it feels weighty, and it even looks like you're getting more product when you see it in this complete packaging, which you're not. Let's take a look and see how many actual ounces of product you're getting, because I don't actually know. So you're getting 30 mLs or 1 fluid ounce. I guess that's about comparable to other foundations. It just appears to be less when you see it like this. So I do want to try that on. I also have a couple of eyeshadow palettes. I'm up to 3 now. I have mascara and I have an eyeliner and up to 3 lipsticks now. So we're going to look at all of those, and that's all I have from Prada. So let's get into what I have on my face already. I have done my skincare this morning, and I'm a little late with this video because I just had to take some time and get myself together. So I washed my face today as I normally do with my Peace Out Acne, and my astringent was by Pixie because it has that glycolic acid and things like that in it. And then I went in with the Peace Out Serum, and I used a sunscreen, and then I went into the same face primer that I used with the other foundation I used, and this is YSL. This is the Instant Matte Pore Refiner, and I took a little bit of Pat McGrath powder and just settled that down a little. So that's where we are as far as my face. So now I want to go in with the actual foundation, but I'm thinking before I do that, let's just prime the eyes so they're set and ready to go. Okay, that's in place. I will leave it there and let it do its thing while I go in with the foundation. So I'm going to put the foundation back into its original packaging. You just pick it up, push it down in there, it clicks in, cap goes on, shake it up. You get a little bit of rattling, not too much. So this is the first one I purchased. Felt like it was going to pop off, but no, it's secure. And then this is the other one I purchased. Still hearing that rattling, so you want to shake it up really well. Oh guys, I should be telling you something about this foundation. So this is a skin optimizing foundation that refines the skin in 3 dimensions, including tone, luminosity, and texture to reveal soft, filtered skin in real life. Hey, that's what it says. So what it does, it has a breathable, soft matte finish for up to 24-hour wear. It's long-lasting. Medium buildable coverage foundation is infused with IRL. In real life, it means microfilter technology. This technology consists of a molecule that microcrystallizes onto the skin. The foundation is transfer resistant and formulated with broad spectrum SPF 17 for protection from the sun. It's formulated with vitamin E, niacinamide, and lactobacillus extract, so we know it has some skincare properties in it. The formula helps improve skin tone, enhances skin's natural radiance and hydration, and refines skin texture. So then it goes on to how to use it, and it says for optimized performance, prep your skin. They suggest their skin augmented skin, the cream, sold separately of course. And then to use this Reveal foundation, you start from the center of the face and blend outwards. Apply 1 pump for light to medium coverage and 2 pumps for medium to full coverage. And they sell a makeup brush that they suggest you use, but for controlled position and medium coverage, they feel that's best. But you could use Prada's own blender, sold separately, to buff the foundation into the skin for a natural finish and medium coverage. Or you could use your fingertips and blend outwards for quick application and a second skin finish. I like the idea of a second skin finish, but I will be going in with my foundation brush. We'll start off with the fingers though, okay? So let's start with the neutral one. Again, they're both in 85. Deep Neutral 85, and the other one is Deep Warm 85. So let's take it right here. All right, we see what that looks like, and I'm just going to put that over there as well. And I'm into the Deep Warm 85. I guess if I want to go a step further, I could have gotten a Cool if they had it 85. I'm not even sure. This looks really deep, and it feels, I should have mentioned, slightly runny too. Yeah, this one looks good, but if it oxidizes, it's going to be a lot darker on me. It has a very thin, smooth feel to it. I really think this is the better one for me. Let's blend it out first. Oh yeah. And in the summer, I think it'll be perfect. This foundation has been around for a while. I think it came stateside in 2024, but don't hold me to that. Yes, I definitely feel like this is the better shade for me. Let's blend the deeper one in on this side as well. Yeah, I'll bring you in a little bit. How about that? Now let's blend this one out. And I have to say, when I tried this one before, it seemed to be a good match as the day went on. It did not start out initially as a good match, and you can see kind of like where it ends right there, the difference there. So I'm going to kind of close that in. And I will be wearing this foundation again. I will try a deeper one on its own, but I'm definitely liking the deeper one on my skin tone better. The lighter one is not bad, but it left me a little concerned. I'm gonna get it all off my fingers. Let's use a wipe. So as you can see, I will be not determining which one is best yet, totally, because right now it all looks fine. Because who doesn't want the center of the face to look a little lighter, right? So that's what I got from that. Does it have a scent, a fragrance scent? I can't tell. I'm going to put the deeper or the warmer shade on my brush here and apply it right up here. It looks deeper, right? Yeah, it does. And it just melts right into my skin. There's no worry about it. That's my shade. And it will be better for me going into the summer. So I think that is my shade. Even though it looks much deeper in the bottle, this is definitely better for me than the neutral 85. Maybe a winter shade for me. I could get by with it. But my question with the warm shade is whether or not it will change up on me. Whether or not it will oxidize as the day goes on. Because this foundation has that technology in it that adjusts to your skin, as well as having SPF of 17. And I find that when foundations have SPF in them, they tend to look a little ghostly on me. So they have that white cast. So that's what worried me about the deep neutral 85. But I have to say, I like this. Let's take a little bit of the deeper shade, or the warmer shade I should say, on my neck. I think that's going to be fine. Do see a little bit of difference in color there. A little darker here with the foundation than what my neck is. Just slightly. But we all know, with the magic of makeup, we can correct a lot of things, right? So there's no worries there. Just wiping off my fingers because I do not want this foundation to transfer to my shirt. Which, by the way, I realize that my green shirt is the same green, pretty much, that Prada uses. I'll show you on the inside of their packaging. Which one am I keeping? I don't want to mess it up. Let's try this one here. As you can see, Prada has everything green. They love green. That's their color. Like I said, they're definitely into symbolism. Okay. It looks nice. From what I can see, it feels lightweight. I don't get really any fragrance. I still, of course, see texture. I still see some of my natural imperfections, which is okay by me. That's going to happen. But I think this foundation improves with time. So let's go on and get our eye look on while this foundation settles in. And we'll take a look at it a little bit later, a close-up look, and see what's what. Okay, so I purchased my first eyeshadow from Prada, and it was from one of the palettes from their latest release. They had out 6 eyeshadow palettes. I think it was 2023, and then they came out with a holiday palette, or was it early 2024? Anyway, between 2023 and early 2024, they came out with 6 eyeshadow palettes, which were extremely different than what we've seen on the market. I think they were innovative with their design and their layout of the eyeshadows and the formula for their eyeshadows. So that hit the market, and then in 2024 they came out with a holiday palette, which just looked like a lot of shimmers to me. I never really took a second look at that. But what I picked up, my very first Prada palette was 09, their last one to come out. They did 07, 08, and 09. And I showed you all of those pictures in the previous video. So I picked up 09, which is from Prada. Those little brushes fell out. So this is what the case looks like. It's very pretty, silver with gold. It has that gold band going around it, and then you have a mirror at the top, and then you see the layout. You have here a very beautiful I think it's a hyper matte shade right there. In the middle you usually have a satin, and then you have a soft matte here, and then you have your special shade over here. And so you saw me do a look with this if you in fact tuned into that video. This is a beautiful palette. I'm very pleased with the formula. That's how it looks once it's been used. It's creamy, it's beautiful for mature eyelids. It just goes on so easily, and it just makes your eyes look beautiful without any fallout, without any particles that are large and chunky or anything like that. Your shimmers or your metallics are smooth. The next one I picked up, like I think I mentioned I would, is from the first release of these quads, and it is 04 Poetry. Same packaging with the silver and the gold band going around it, pretty much like they've done with the foundation. Open it up. Let me get these little brushes out. I have not done anything but swatch this one. It is so beautiful. This one again is 04 Poetry. That green and that beautiful peachy color here, and then this pink is your special shade. I had to have it, and you get this beautiful brown here that is your super matte. So I don't think I'm going to use this one today, but I haven't worn it yet, so I'm going to break it in pretty shortly, but not today. It also comes with these 2 little brushes, and as I've mentioned before, there's that little triangle on the back. That's how you remove the palette, so that you can only buy one complete package and then use this component as your refill and just buy the different shadows. I didn't do that because I just didn't. I don't think it was available at Nordstrom when they had their 15% off. The palette that we're going to be using today is from that first release, and it is 01 Poetry, and it is so beautiful. This was my second purchase, and here it is. You've got that beautiful super matte color, that satiny color in the middle, which is another brown, and you have your soft matte purple here as well, and then you have your metal or your special finish, which is a metal foil or something right on the side. I did put my finger in it. I love it all. I find that all of these are pretty consistent, except for that one I tried on in the store, and I think it was 08, either Petunia or Peony, one of those shades, which I felt like the special shade that's in this corner was too sparkly for me, and I was surprised by that. So we're going to go ahead and just do a simple eye look with this palette. Nothing too special. I don't want to keep you too long as usual. So I'm going to go in with this beautiful center color here all over my lid. So let's get some, yeah, my eyelids stay pretty good. So first time for everything. So we're just going in. Guys, I used that brush the other day and I washed it, well, I spot cleaned it, and it still has some shimmer in it, I believe. So let's try another brush. Let's go over here and make sure there's no shimmer in that color. No, there isn't. So that was from the brush. So I actually need to wash it because spot cleaning it, it didn't get all of the shimmer out from that Pat McGrath palette. And how did you like that? I'm still getting some of those shimmers there. I just don't like shimmers too much. Not when you have to deal with the fallout and the shadows, you know, and you see it for days on your skin and everything. Yeah, this is pretty. This is like a light mocha shade. I like that. Right in the center. I'm going to go in with that deeper shade, and I saw someone just turn it upside down, and then it's easier to get into this shade. So there we go. No kick up. So I'm just going to go on the outer corner here with this deeper color here, this beautiful brown. And bring it in. I like that. I want to go in with the beautiful purple there. And for that, even though it's satiny, I think I'm going to just use the brush and see what we get. So I think I want to take the purple as my next shade, and you can barely see it there coming off the brush. So it's not a very or highly pigmented color. You do get some color there, and that's what I like. It looks more purple in the, or not deep purple, but it looks more purple in the pan, and then when you get it on your eye, to me it looks more like a lilac color. Nice. Alrighty, now I'm going to go in with that special shade, but I'm going to use my glitter primer. Look at that. It's like definitely a foil. Definitely a foil. So I'm going to take that purple shadow brush, the brush I just used for the purple, and run it back over so that it blends right in. I like that. I think I'm going to take the purple on the lower, maybe. But next we're going to go in with this beautiful, my favorite word to use, beautiful for everything, but excuse me for saying that. But I'm going to use the Prada. This is the Prada Lines Durable Gliding Eye Pencil in 02, which is actually wood. So it's a deep, deep brown. And do I have something to hold on to here? No, I'm just going to hold my eyelid up, and I'm going to work it from the inner rim there. Right at the base, and I'm going to take it on the lower, I should say lash line. Okay, next I have the Prada Scope. This is their mascara, the lash extension and volume mascara in 01, and this is in a beautiful matte packaging. Let me let you see it up close. It says Prada right there, and it has the silver cap. Very pretty. A little different than the bottles, right? It doesn't have that piece in the middle. I'm glad it doesn't. But what it does have is new technology in the wand. I don't know if you can see it. It's not your traditional wand that has the bristles all the way around, or teeth. They're just on one side, and it's like a brush. So you have to kind of get used to brushing your lashes instead of just doing it the normal way. And I think as of late I have been brushing my lashes. So you just take it up, get at the base and work it up. I really like this. It's easy, it's simple, and I like the wand on it, and I don't get any transfer really. And that's one thing about, I think I've read that this foundation was transfer wear resistant. I don't know. But you see how it's looking on my skin now with nothing else applied to my skin. It's looking natural. And it's looking nice. I think I could just keep them both and wear them all through the summer and the year like this, with the deeper color on the outer perimeter and the lighter color, or just wear the lighter color during the winter months and the deeper color in the summer. Anyway, I think it'll work out any which way I do it. Okay, now that we have our eyes done basically, I'll come back once the mascara sets down and do the rest of my eyes. But right now I want to just go in real quick and probably just show you that I'm going to use the YSL as a bronzer. I'm going to color correct with Dior, and I'm going to use either the Pat McGrath powder or loose powder, or the Pat McGrath little lightweight powder that I like under my eyes. I'll do that, or even the Huda powder. I'm not sure. One of those are going to go, or all of them, on my face. And I'm going to choose a blush with you and the lippy with you. And let me go off and do those things, and I'll be back. I'm back after putting a little of the purple on my lower lash line there. And I also went in with the bronzer from YSL. Like I said, this is in 05, I believe. And that's what's on my face to just kind of contour, bronze up a little bit. Not too much bronzing going on. And I used the Huda Beauty just here over top of my Dior concealers. I went in with one drop each, 4.5 and 5, and then I used the lighter 4.5 on my forehead, just in the center here and here. And yeah, that's where I am now. So you're all caught up. Next, I want to go into the blushes that I want to use today. These are not from Prada. Prada doesn't have any blushes out to my knowledge. But first, I want to just compare 3 blushes that I have in my collection that you may be interested in picking up now that the Sephora sale has started. First is Fenty. This is the Fenty Cheek Suede Waterproof Blush Powder here. This is in Drama Clash with $2 and it's a soft violet, and it's 4 grams of blush for $28. So satiny smooth. This is what it looks like. So pretty. When I saw it, I knew it was coming home with me for sure. Ooh, I just stuck the paper in it. Got a dent. Next I have, which I think is on a lot of people's radar, this is YSL Make Me Blush. This is 83 in Spicy Berry, which is a deep plum, again with a nice satin finish. Actually, this one was supposed to be, actually I should have said shimmery soft for this one from Fenty. I don't know that I see much shimmer, but I do see a little light reflection. So this is what YSL 83 Spicy Berry looks like with a satin finish. It's a deep plum, I might add, so you don't have that shimmery look to it. Very pretty. Looks almost mauve-y. Doesn't look like a black plum. Looks like a deep berry. Berry, not mauve, berry. Like a berry plum. And this one looks more like a lilac color to me. Soft violet, it says. So I think it's true to its name. And lastly, here I have Danessa Myricks Beauty. This is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. It's a flush matte color. You can use this on your cheeks and lips. It's in grape soda, and it's a bold violet. And I should back up and say that the YSL is 5 grams of product for $45. So it's a little steep. Whereas this is 6 grams of product and it's $25. So it comes in the least expensive with the most product. Danessa Myricks, and that's what it looks like. Let's swatch it. Oh, it has that wet feel as her bombs do. And we're going to swatch it right here. Now, what does that look like to you? More of a berry, right? Yeah. It's called a bold violet in grape soda. Let's look at that. And with my eyes, I just want to see which one. I'd have to say the Fenty is the closest one to my eyes. Yep. The Fenty is. So we're going to put on the Fenty. All of them are pretty. Got it on there. Smile. And there it is. Okay. Very pretty. And next I have 3 lip colors from Prada. These are beautiful lipsticks. I only have 2 of their formulas for their lipsticks. The one I have today that I will use is a monochrome, and it's a soft matte. But first I want to take a look at the other 2, show you those that I picked up before. The first one that I have here is the monochrome soft matte in R127 Carmino. Now the R represents the color family it's in, so R represents red. So it has the beautiful packaging, much like the foundation has, and you twist up and you get this beautiful patterned lipstick. It has like little grid marks in it, and it says Prada right on there. It's a beautiful color, and Prada suggests that you hold it by this little area here to apply it, and that you start right there at the Cupid's bow when you apply it. I've worn this one in a video before. I'll just swatch it for you. I will not put it on today. It feels great on the skin, and that's what it looks like. Beautiful. I almost want to say it has a little orange in it. I could be mistaken. Next I have another monochrome, and it is in the Hyper Matte and formula, and it is P57 Ultra Violet. This one is hyper matte, whereas the other one was a soft matte. So same packaging, just the gold band, so that you can distinguish it, much like the foundation has. Twist it all up. I have not used this one yet. That's what it looks like. Well, maybe I tried it on. Again, it has the name Prada there, and it has that texturized look and in it. And I'm going to swatch it right here. Beautiful color, so you can see that. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear this one today. The last one I have is, let me get the box, is a Prada monochrome. Again, it's a soft matte, and we're back to the soft matte. And I should say with this this violet one, it has a P in front of the number, so it represents the purple family of colors. Whereas this soft matte has a B in front of it, and it represents the brown family. So it's B101 in Typoli. And we're going to look at it. This is the one I thought I may wear. It's my newest one. Very pretty. Again, it says Prada there and has the texturized sides to it. These are all refillable. You just pull out this little component and you're left with this to plug in. And look how pretty green it is there. Plug in your lipstick. So you don't have to buy a whole new lipstick for $50. You can buy a refill, which is much less. So I'm going to swatch this one. It's a much more everyday kind of a color. as you can tell, in the brown family. And I kind of wanted to wear this one, so I'll try this on first and we'll see if it's something I want to continue to wear. But I kind of feel like since I'm doing this purple look, I need to show you what that purple looks like. But I think it's better if it goes on after this one, and then I can decide which one I want to keep on. So I often miss my lips on camera, so let's try to back you out so you get that. Again, you start here at the Cupid's bow, and on my lips, before I started, I don't remember if I told you, I'm wearing the Kiss by Guerlain, and it's really not much there left. So anyway. I started with this because I knew it would be light on me, because I wanted an everyday approachable color. And that's what this is. Just my lips. Yeah, Typolo. P57 Ultraviolet. And it is a hyper matte. Some people may shy away from a hyper matte because of the lines in their lips and everything. I have some, but it doesn't bother me. And I don't think I have a lot of lines in my lips. But they'll all come to light with this matte lipstick. Okay, I had to adjust it some, play around with it on my lips just to make sure that my lips were covered as much as possible. I think I did very good applying it. Didn't do too badly applying that on my lips. So a very kind of a deep vampy look today with the eyeshadows, first of all. Just want to lighten that up a little bit. I wanted to bring this color, this palette, this lipstick to you before it got too warm. I know a lot of people don't go by that, but before we got into summer and it just looked too rich, too intense for the time of the year. But yes, I wanted to bring that. Kind of feel like I need a little highlighter. I think I would definitely pull a highlighter next time I wear this, just for that face, so that my face doesn't look too flat. I love the coverage I'm getting from this foundation, even though I use two shades, the warm and the neutral, and both were deep 85. I definitely think 85 is for me. I don't need to go to 90. That's way too rich, and if I go any lighter it won't do me any good. I will look ghostly. So I think definitely this is the one for me. Guys, I am loving these Prada products. I could use a little more light to my face, in my opinion, with a little highlighter, but I don't have one out. Okay, I pulled the Dior and I'm just going to highlight with that. Alright, I think it's a little brighter, a little lighter right in the cheek area. Yeah, I'm loving it. And I'm liking how I don't seem to see deep lines here. I do see my lines right here, but they're not deep down here as they generally are. And even my 11's looking a little less prominent. And I didn't use retinol last night or anything like that. This is the look I'm getting from the Prada products that I have chosen to add to my collection. I'm really loving it. And I'm loving this vampy look for today on Friday. Yeah. Prada. Tell me what you think of it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay guys, I'll see you on Wednesday when I'm back with Kerf. We will have a collaboration and doing fun things there. So stay well until I see you again.